start.
All right, let's do an audio check real quick.
I think we'd have audio. Yay!
Just in case we need to remove the. You've been able to do it with the puppet on, right?
Oh yeah, no, the puppet. We do it with the puppet all the time. He's
okay.
like our
like
wind
a muffler?
sock. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, he's our wind sock.
Cool.
Hi everyone, it's Heidi.
Hey, and it's Dane.
And it's happy little miniatures time.
Once again.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. We've got sound effects.
Oh yeah, I really love those sound effects.
Yeah.
I think I might have to borrow those or something for my birthday.
Yeah, you want to borrow that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was fun.
Yeah, I'm going to try to find the air horn, though, really quick.
I gotta remember what all these are.
This is my favorite one. But it's just one,
It's just one?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I gotta check. Uh-oh. We may not be... Oh, okay, we are. We're live on that.
Happy little miniatures.
I do like that one. That is a good one. All right, my overlays. This should be launched.
Had to make it official,
Yeah, we did. Ooh, I am tired today. I don't have a lot of energy. I'm glad we're painting though.
Yeah, that'll help.
Yeah, that always helps.
It's a nice relaxing activity.
Yes, definitely.
Which is the whole point of the show, right? Something that's fun and relaxing, and then you also
always
have a cool outcome to it.
Yes, definitely.
Mhm.
This is what I need. This one here.
Yep, we want to make painting miniatures something that is not a chore. Ideally.
Exactly. That's what we want.
That's the goal. If we had a non-profit, that would be in the charter, right?
Yeah. I wish we had made this a non-profit.
Well, you never know. It could still happen.
We could. All right, so that's what we should be seeing, and instead they're seeing that, so I don't know why. That's weird. That's not what I want. Oh, Phildy D. It's gonna be one of them days. Mercury is supposed to be all gone, and it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's just being a bitch to me. Duplicate for Twitch. Smith.
We're just trying to get it all synced up, so that way it's showing on all the medias.
Yeah. Oh well. We're going to go in.
Okay.
Yeah, say the heck with that.
Okay.
So there's supposed to be a little countdown. It's not working.
Okay.
It's supposed to be Tetris. Not working. I still think I need a new computer for it all to work. And
Could do a pledge drive for the new computer.
That's what I need to do. A pledge drive. Hi everyone, it's Heidi.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh, hi.
And Dane.
Hi.
And it's happy.
Oh yeah, where is it? Where is it?
Oh wait. Ah.
This way? Wait.
That way. This is major monitor work
It's
today.
happy. Little. Oh, it's jumped. Little miniatures time. Yay!
Woo! Wow. All right. All right. Wait. I gotta get this out of here. So there. Now we shouldn't be all boggled down anymore.
Okay. Cool.
Hopefully, there's no boggling anymore. Let me go ahead and go up to Facebook and share.
It interrupted my camera work there.
It totally interrupted your camera work. Well, it's alright. This says we've only been live for 4 minutes, so.
Okay. That sounds about right, though.
Hey, hi, Michelle. Hi,
Hello.
May.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello, we're just painting away. Okay, so what we're doing is we're painting Zombicide miniatures.
You can't see anything? Oh, now you can. Okay.
Zombicide miniatures. We're painting Zombicide miniatures. What week is this of painting them?
Oh my god.
I mean, of this set of the Green Horde. Because we're gonna paint all of them because we've got to get the game done before the end of December, right?
I don't know. Yeah, what week is this? You know what?
Everybody, what week is this?
I've lost count.
What?
I've lost count on what week it is.
What week is this of us painting the Zombicide miniatures? Somebody tell us in the comments.
Tell us,
yeah,
yes,
please.
Hi, hey, I'm trying to get this so we're public instead of just my friends only.
Yeah, we're doing Facebook Live also. Yeah.
Yes, and that's where.
That's what's causing the trouble.
That's where Michelle is actually.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying hi to. There we go. And that's where we have viewers right now. Is on Facebook. Hi,
okay.
Facebook people, and
Hello.
I'm sharing over to GirlzgameToo. We are live.
We're live.
All right. And I did not do my homework this week, so I'm not teacher's pet.
Who's the teacher?
You
oh,
are.
I'm the teacher?
Yeah,
oh.
Remember?
Yeah, I know. I'm kidding.
You're the one that did go to school.
I started this.
You did start this.
No, it was
right.
your idea, but
It was.
But you know,
he had kind of had the idea too.
Sure.
All right.
Why not, right?
You're working on the big dudes.
I already got the okay. So we started with Plaguebearer Flesh on Gray Seer primer.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's the primer we used.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a little bit of a cooler color scheme. Plaguebearer Flesh on top of that. These are all contrast paints. For anybody following along at home, these are all contrast paints. So they have a different kind of consistency to them. You get your highlight, your shadow, your midtone all in one layer, essentially. That's the goal.
I need to change
with
the
this
tags.
kind of paint.
Why? What do the tags say?
I don't know. Where are the tags? I don't see the tags.
What do the tags say, Sadie? Dang. Oh yeah, it says wacky races. Ha! Whoops-a-daisy.
Well, we're painting Zombicide, so stick around.
It is Simon Games, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same company.
It's still Simon Games.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's still right.
Yeah.
The tags are right. It's just not wacky races. Actually,
Yeah.
the tags are right. Ha!
All the other ones are.
The hashtags are right. That's funny.
Just not the wacky races.
Just not the wacky races part. All right, but I can change. Oh dear God in heaven! Hopefully I can change that.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
We're having a day.
This kind of stuff is not necessarily that easy if your technology does not agree with you today.
Right?
Yeah, and you know.
And technology is not agreeing with me today.
That's kind of like all the complaints I see on like when people are you know, they come out with a new patch for a game or something. It's like, well, why didn't you fix X, Y, or Z? It's like, do you know, like, are you actually like aware of the programming involved in that? Like changing one thing, what it can do? Imagine that, you know, on that scale, let alone on just getting a podcast or a webcast to work. A podcast or webcast. I didn't have to correct myself that time.
You did it fantastic. We're painting Zombicide from Simon.
Yeah.
Is it Simon or Come On? Come On. Come On Games. I like Come On Games, personally. But, hey, Sadie, are you still there?
Yeah, stick around. We're not painting cars, but we're painting zombies. Those are fun.
So,
Orc zombies, no less.
I have a question for you, Sadie, if you are. Alright, I'm working on these guys. I need my snake bite.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm working on leather as well.
Mm-hmm.
And you're working on leather.
Yep.
Now you did finish this dude, which I tried to get a picture.
Yeah, this guy is finished. He's done.
But I didn't do it very well.
He's done and he's finished.
And so we wanted to show
done.
you where we were going with these guys.
See if I can zoom in just a little bit. Is it going to work? So, as you can probably see, it's really high contrast, but you can...
Yes, but no.
You can see the... Yeah, well, we worked on the lighting for 30 minutes, so, you know, that's...
Yeah, that's why we're late.
Yeah, it's all sorts of little tweaks we have to do constantly. It is amazing how much can get in the way of trying to convey what we're talking about visually here. But basically, this guy's Plaguebearer Flesh, Snakebite Leather, and then I did Black Templar for the hood, and his shoulder pads and any little armor pieces are also Black Templar. And then I put
lead belcher
on top, which is a metallic. So that's the only one that's not a contrast paint.
So really, you underpainted the lead belcher with the black Templar.
No, I overpainted
You
it.
overpainted it?
Yeah,
That's overpainting?
on top of black Templar. Yeah, I did black Templar first, and then I put the lead belcher on top.
Because black is darker?
Yeah.
So that would be overpainting, not underpainting?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's actually
There is. I know there's two different ones. I've been doing a lot of reading on and watching on these.
There's a dry brushing and then there's an overbrushing. Those are two different.
Right.
You know, they have a similar effect, but essentially I kind of overbrushed with it, where it's a little bit looser. You don't actually you don't dry your brush first. You basically just have a little bit of paint, on there where it's not dust. You're not really dusting it. You're just kind of letting the paint kind of fall on the top. You're still letting the paint fall on the top areas. And the contrast of with the metals especially tends to be a little bit more higher than if you dry brushed. Because if you dry brush, you got to do it a lot more times generally, or use a lot more pressure.
So is it kind of like a glazing?
No, not really. It's more just you're just trying to get the top edges as much as you can without having to do any kind of pressure or anything at all. You just kind of let it flow on top. So it works on especially the textured kind of stuff like that. Shoulder pad with all the spikes and rivets and everything. So the more spikes and rivets and texture you have, the more effective it is, just like it is with dry brushing. So that's the one thing that I did that was a little on the fancy side for this, but otherwise everything else is contrast paint. And then I did primer, black primer on the base, and then Elmer's glue, and then dipped it in sand for the basing.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, we'll do the basing too when we get to that point with these minis. So that's a whole other process. But the type of sand you use is important. If you use one that's like really fine grit, it generally is a little bit better when it comes to the effect. And a lot of people even use
like kitty litter.
Yeah, kitty litter. People use that, or they even use baking soda. Have you heard about that one?
Oh no, I hadn't.
So what you do with that is you put down super glue first instead of the Elmer's glue.
Oh.
In all the area that you want to have that baking soda. And you want to make sure that that's where you want it. You got to be really careful with this one.
Because the baking soda will activate with the super glue.
Exactly. And it turns into kind of a, like a powder.
Because you'll get a chemical reaction between those two.
Right. And then it gets on there, but good. Like it's
just a little chemistry going on there.
Yeah, it's not going to come off super easy. So that's one thing about that. So once you've committed to that, it's kind of hard to go back.
Right.
With the Elmer's, you can kind of chip it off if it gets stuck on the the miniature or something.
Oh, okay.
So
that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a little bit more forgiving. But I'm gonna grab some of that too.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I'm actually just gonna dish it out real quick here.
Sadie, have you ever played Scythe?
There we go.
If you're still listening.
All right. Cool.
Because I know that you're working. And thank you for joining us from work.
Yeah, thanks. And then from Facebook, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, both Michelle and Sadie are watching from Facebook.
Okay. So welcome, Facebook viewers. We tend to get, at least in the last few weeks, we've tended to get more response from Facebook. It seems like.
What? Yeah, because we just started going back on Facebook in the last few weeks.
No, I mean when it comes to the total number of viewers, though, right?
Oh, well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, it's helped our viewer count. So
I think it has.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think that there's more people just sitting around on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then they see, oh, look, somebody's live.
Well, I got to be honest with you. It's a little harder to watch Twitch on my phone than it is like Facebook.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think it's
the platform
just
or the app?
The app itself, I think.
That's
well, and in the case of Facebook, you can just, okay, well, I'm going to look at something else, and you can't really do that as easily with Twitch, I've noticed.
Right.
So, but I mean, it all depends on what you're doing, right? I'm sure there's a way you could browse on that. I haven't used it a lot either. So
right, it's also knowing, because,
it may just be more unfamiliarity than anything.
Being Twitch knowledgeable, savvy, that's a good word, savvy.
Yeah, I gotta
Twitch savvy.
I gotta level up in the Twitch viewing skills.
So we're definitely still on the Green Horde, but we're hoping to get through it
soon.
Soon, yeah. We may have to take some homework and get through it through Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I think so. Because we're going to miss Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so we will not have a Happy Miniatures show next Friday, but we will have a show next Friday. We will have a Black Friday zombie-themed show, actually.
Oh, but different zombies.
But it's different zombies.
Okay.
It's not going to be Zombicide.
Okay.
Yeah. So, no, you've never played Side. Okay. Are you willing to learn for my birthday?
Oh.
Sadie. Because I have someone I think who's willing to teach you.
Cool.
For a late night game after the classics.
Nice.
So anyways, where are we? Where was I? Oh,
homework.
So, Black Friday, zombies. So on Halloween, we did that Halloween special.
Yeah. And
we were playing like a bunch of different monster games and stuff. We realized we have a ton of zombie games. So we have Zombie Flex and Zombie Dice and Zombie Munchkins.
I love Zombie Dice.
And whoa, I just got my butt buzz from YouTube.
Wow. That's weird.
Does that mean we just went live on YouTube?
That took a while.
That did take a while.
Well, this was the pre-show, folks.
There
everybody.
was your pre-show.
Yeah. Thanks for joining.
Okay, so
subscribers only.
This is that pre-show is for subscribers.
Yeah, it was
only,
an exclusive. You happen to get the exclusive pre-show.
Speaking of subscribers, repeat the question. Okay, so, my birthday is the pajama party. After we play the classics, I believe I have our Scythe expert willing to do a late night pop-in for a Scythe game. If you're willing to learn, he's willing. I think he's willing to teach. Are you willing to learn? Late night. Does that make sense? See, it wouldn't be till like 11. So first we'd play the Clue and both Clues and some other party games. We'd have like 3 hours of games before Scythe. In 2 weeks, yes. So glad you're 100% down to learn Scythe. Yeah. So in 2 weeks, we have my birthday. So we're going to have my birthday stream, which will be a pajama party stream, which is what Sadie and I are just discussing now, actually. And we are going to play classic board games, and then we will top the evening off with a teaching game of Scythe. Yeah. So join us on December 5th, Thursday, December 5th, 8 p.m. Also join us before that on Friday, November 29th at 3-ish, 3:30-ish for zombie-themed games and, a fun afternoon of games. And that's our lineup for the next couple weeks, actually. Because, we got the holiday and we got my birthday and got important celebrating to do. And obviously I got a lot of painting to do here. So, gotta catch us up on 3-ish. Yeah, 3-ish. Definitely 3-ish on Black Friday. So take a break from your shopping. Pop us in on Facebook. We'll be on Facebook. We'll be on Twitch. We'll be on YouTube. And we'll probably be playing some games you might even be able to jump in on. You never know. You never know. Sadie has played with us online, haven't you, Sadie? Sometimes we just say, hey, we need a player. Who wants to play? And you get to play just from the chat forum. Yep, we do that. I know, crazy. Well, we're crazy around here. So, these contrast paints definitely are making this go a lot faster. But there are like almost 100 of these, so they still are taking a little bit of time. But you're seeing how fast they're going, right? Yeah, boy. You know it. It's gonna be fun, fun, fun. Gotta get Jack could actually wear pajamas and stay awake. If she falls asleep, we need to like paint something on her face this time. She's probably watching too. She's probably just heard me say that. Now she's gonna be like, dang it. I don't trust her now. Now we're gonna let her live that down. She fell asleep during one of our streams. In her defense, she had been up since like 3 in the morning, and it was a late night stream. Alright. I'm kicking these out. Do you see how fast I'm kicking these out? That's like 4 I've done. Alright, maybe only 3. But that's like 3 I've done. So here, I'm going to take him down and show you the 3 I've done. You can see how they just kick on out. Yeah. So we are having a little giveaway right now. I tried to get the little meme up, but of course, I was having some technical difficulties with that. So if you subscribe to our Twitch channel before December 14th, December 14th is the cutoff. So by December 14th, you will be entered into a drawing to win the game. A copy of the game, Unstable Unicorns. Dun, dun, dun. All you have to do is subscribe to the Twitch channel. It is free through Amazon if you have an Amazon Prime account. Otherwise, it's $4.99 a month. And that gets you commercial-free viewing as well as some emotes.
Sorry about that. A little mini emergency.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I did a little...
Finally found a use for that button.
Hopefully you use the poopery.
Yeah.
And
a match.
Oh, that works too.
Glad you have matches.
Yes.
I was gonna say.
And I got 1950s matches, so they really work.
Oh.
Because they definitely got the flint in them.
Extra flint, huh?
Extra flint, yeah.
They're not gonna go to waste, are they?
No.
You're not like holding on to them for
Oh no.
Vintage purposes for. Okay,
no,
good.
they're for my father's TV shop.
Made to be used.
Made to be used.
Oh, it has the ad for. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Yeah,
Bob's TV and Radio. That was my dad's TV shop.
Oh my gosh.
1952.
Wow, how cool is that? That's super cool.
In Washington State, yeah. So,
Washington State. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I did not know
that.
that.
So they gave away matchbooks back then instead of
business cards, yeah.
Business cards or business cards because everyone smoked in 1952.
Yeah, really.
And so that was the thing to do.
Yeah. Definitely.
So yeah, that's what that is.
It's funny to think about that, like
right.
Kind of like the whole airplane thing,
It's like I give away stickers, they give away matchbooks.
Smoking on airplanes, yeah.
Mhm.
That also reminds me, for some reason, the Nightmare on 30,000 feet keeps coming up in my life.
Oh yeah.
Because I was listening to a podcast that was talking about how planes used to fly a lot lower, so it was like way more dangerous because they fly high enough now that they
Or above all
avoid.
turbulence.
Yeah, exactly, above turbulence, right?
Exactly.
So any turbulence we get would have been like nothing compared to the 60s.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. In fact, when you feel a whole bunch of turbulence, it's probably just the pilot just being bored and going, let's have some fun.
Oh my gosh.
Because out there at 30,000 feet, there ain't that kind of turbulence normally. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to date a pilot.
Oh, okay.
And so, yeah.
So that really happened, huh?
Yeah, that really does happen.
Wow.
They really do good.
Man, I can't believe it.
You should see the things they do when they get
Oh.
bored.
Jeez.
Yeah, the kind of men y'all are putting your
Oh,
lives in, the
and-
hands into.
Well, you know, and considering how often airplanes fly, it is pretty amazing that there aren't more.
They're actually
yeah.
they're very safe.
Yeah.
They're very, very safe.
The whole statistic
They're
thing
much
is
more
kinda,
safer
than just driving across the street.
They're much
yeah.
safer than cars. They're
Well-
even safer than walking.
Well, you know, we don't,
Statistically.
with planes we don't get red light runners, so you know.
Well,
Yeah.
unless you have bad air traffic controllers.
Well, that yeah, but that's got to be so super rare though, like even more rare than just a regular. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if we should because we don't know what's going on in the news. There might be, so something
Meanwhile,
really terrible might
right? Meanwhile, right now,
happened.
right?
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe they're saying that.
yeah. Oh, that definitely happens,
I know, especially to me.
Well,
Like, we always have the earthquakes happen when we
oh,
come on.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Remember we used to get the earthquake alerts every time we came on? Until I changed it so I wasn't getting them as often.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, okay. Right, the National Weather Service. Yeah, for sure.
So every time we came on, we're like, there's an earthquake in Japan.
Like, yeah, why are we... Yeah, we're just painting miniatures here. So.
Right?
I mean, last week I was talking about some political
yeah, I
stuff.
know. We got a little wild last week.
It's alright. I
Very
mean,
good.
wait, was it last week or the week before? I don't even remember now.
I'm not sure either. I
Yeah.
think it was last week.
Yeah,
I think that was last week.
probably. Alright, so let's see. I've got 2 whole rows done with the snakebite leather after doing the plague bearer.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So that flesh, just a reminder, that flesh is this plague bearer flesh. Come on, focus. You can kind of see. There it goes. Look at that. Look at how detailed that is.
Focus.
That's the first
Am
color
I
we used.
missing something here?
On top
Are
of
we still on?
the gray sear.
Are we still on Facebook, y'all? Can y'all see us? There we are.
We're just trying to make sure that we're...
We're having some technical difficulties
Yeah.
today. Life is
Well,
like technical.
2 weeks ago we had that
Life is a technical difficulty.
frame skipping issue, so
Right?
at least this time we don't have that. Yeah, that was a couple weeks ago, I guess. So how far along are you with those guys?
Alright, well, I'm almost through these guys,
Good.
I think.
Good.
I'm not doing this. I think this is supposed to be metal up here.
Right. Well, any area that you think is metal, just, it's metal.
That's what I'm deciding.
Yeah.
It's metal.
Okay, I'm going to do these goblins next. So,
The witch gal.
yeah,
I call him a witch. He's kind of goblin-y.
they are.
He is kind of goblin-y. Alright, so do we have any, besides Thanksgiving, obviously, do we have any events coming up? This Saturday
Oh.
at Puppet Pie, they have a fairy door workshop.
Oh, yeah. I think they still need some people. So anyone interested in that?
So, yeah, check that out if you're interested in that. How to build a fairy door. That's at Puppet Pie. You can check that out.
So what is a fairy door?
What
for,
is
for,
a fairy
for those
door?
who don't know?
It's a door to fairyland.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what do you know? Like,
So,
what
like, a
started
lot
the
of-
trend?
Well, I think it. Well, I'm not positive to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
But
it just
I
kind of
think
happened.
it's like a lot of people do like these little comment if you know.
Yeah, Brad.
Yeah, but I think
you
a
ha-
lot of people do these little fairy gardens.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. That already
And
explains probably quite a bit of it right there.
the fairy door is like the doorway to the fairy world.
The garden, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that already helps explain quite a bit of it. Just that.
And you normally put it at the bottom of a tree or a tree stump. Because, you know, like the Keebler elves live in the tree.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that.
Okay.
And you take a little, you know, piece of wood and decorate it like a door. And I'm assuming, I've never actually done the workshop.
Yeah, that must be a new one, because I don't think I remember seeing that Stacy doing that one.
Yeah, I think it is a new one.
Interesting. Yeah, I wonder how she got the idea for it.
I don't know. Maybe someone requested it.
Yeah. Oh, that's, yeah.
That does happen.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's how some of the others happen.
Oh, that's definitely how I did my basing workshop, was based on feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I don't know what happened. I guess she just got busy again, because I was going to try to do one.
Well, with the holidays,
yeah.
too, and then didn't she recently have some stuff going down with the house?
Yeah, exactly. But then all of a sudden there were a bunch of workshops scheduled, so I was like, oh, I guess I missed my shot.
Oh, is there?
Well, that was one of them, the fairy door.
Oh, I only saw that one.
Yeah. Yeah, she did. I think she's doing another monitor and a karaoke.
Yeah, I think there was a monitor, a karaoke, and there might have been like a basic puppet building.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, those are the ones. Yep.
I think you're right.
Yep.
Now that you mention it. So go over to Puppet Pie and check that out. You know, I think part of my headache might be my glasses are all askew. I think I might have hit them on something and askewed them. I might have to go get those fixed.
Well, this is the most complicated one yet.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's not good.
I know. I'm trying to save time here.
I'm checking out my glasses.
Okay.
Figure out what's going on with them.
Okay, well, and after that, actually, that'll be it for the leather, so then we can move on to the...
And then it's time to move on to the black.
Black Templar, yeah.
We still have to do these hoods, but they're black, aren't they?
Yep.
Yep. Oh, these guys, they still have a little leather.
Oh, okay.
I can work on them.
Okay.
Just a couple of them.
I guess I missed them because they were...
It's alright.
Yeah.
I gotcha. I gotcha. Alright. Let's make sure I'm not missing anybody that's chatting us up. I don't think I am.
So again, these are Zombicide minis. We're using the contrast paints just to do some batch painting. And we're at probably going to be past the halfway point.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty easily past the halfway point.
Yeah, I think we'll be the heroes soon. Or are we going to do the blue ones before we do the hero? Are we doing heroes all last? What is the plan with that?
Well, I would say we could do them last because they're the most detailed and they're going to take the most time. If we want to do that way.
This is very true.
If we want to do it that way, like I said, so because the ghosts can definitely be batch painted even quicker, probably like one color.
Yeah, I could even, if I can get that airbrush up and going.
That could be the demo.
That could be like I found my airbrush. That could be like, oh, let's do some zenith. How do you say it? Zenithal.
I don't really know. Zenithal?
Zenithal. Well, it's called a zenith.
Yeah, I know, but
I guess it's zenithal.
English is weird.
Priming.
Like it likes to change pronunciation whenever you add anything to the word.
Right.
And in British English, that's not even the case all the time.
It really isn't. Some underpainting. We'll do some underpainting.
Controversy. I can't even pronounce it the British way because it's so different. Controversy. Controversy instead of controversy, right?
Controversy?
Controversy.
Controversy. It's controversial.
But if they say controversial, it actually sounds more like how we would think of it. Just things like that.
Don't be
you know?
so controversial.
Yeah. I
Yes,
can't even think of
Southerner
others.
can talk with an English accent.
Well, especially since
Hi, Amanda.
since you do voice acting, you gotta be able to.
This is true.
Yeah.
The hardest one is actually a French accent. This is so hard to do the French accent.
Yes.
You have to get into the right mindset and then not do it so it is comical.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the whole thing, right? How do you make it not?
That is the hard part.
Yeah.
Not to sound like Zsa Gabor.
Right, because she was playing it up, and she was actually Hungarian, I believe.
She was very Hungarian.
But they speak a lot of French in Hungary.
Yes,
so
they do.
I had a French instructor who was Hungarian, so, and her accent was a little different. So she had a student that I can't even remember what heritage the student was. Like a European, but like Eastern European, and they pronounced their French like
very guttural.
Well, it was actually more like staccato.
Oh, okay.
And I really admired the professor because she said, "I'm not gonna correct you, because you know your grammar, and you know what you're saying, and you're saying it the way that, like in a unique way, that works.
Mm-hmm.
It works. It's understandable. So I'm not gonna correct your pronunciation."
Well, that's interesting.
And I thought that was really, I don't know, just kind of her, like.
Well, it wasn't very Gestapo of her, let's just say.
Well, okay, yeah, that's especially good if, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Eastern European.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very Eastern European way of putting it. Because they would have said, "No, this is the way you do it."
Yeah, well.
You say it like this.
Yeah, but it also reminds me of the whole like prescriptive grammar stuff, where like there's only one right way to say something, and a lot of that is conditioned from
The Queen's English.
like in the book, the E.B. White book. I forget what it's even called, but it's the book that basically Strunk and White's that's kind of the nickname for it, because it's not just E.B. White that wrote it. It was co-written by Strunk. I don't remember the first name, but yeah, it's like the one that people use whenever they're doing anything literary.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the guy just Elements of Style. That's what it's called. Elements of Style.
Aha.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people use that. They still use that as kind of like their baseline for what is supposed to be acceptable. And that book was written. It was written in the 50s.
Exactly.
Or maybe even in the 40s. I don't even remember for sure. But that's as long ago now as like. Well, let's see. Back then, let's see what would have happened that would have been 50 years ago. Before World War I. So, like, right after the Civil War, basically.
Right.
So, 50 years ago from that point would have been just as far enough for us, right, as the Civil War was for them, is what I'm getting at.
Do you want me to work on one of these?
Sure. Yeah, these are a little trickier.
Are they?
So, yeah, I'm actually having to split them up a little bit when it comes to the way I'm painting them. I'm just painting the skirt first.
Are you doing the hood in the leather, or
well, yeah,
do the hood in the black?
Well, I could. It might actually make more sense to switch it up like that. None of them are painted that way yet, are they? Just this one. So yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do that. So that way they kind of match with these guys a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay.
So we were just gonna paint the hoods, the Black Templar, but now we're going to paint the hoods of these big guys. Here, we're gonna be Black Templar. But now now we're gonna paint the hoods of the little goblin guys too. So changing it up a little bit.
Just a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's okay.
Yeah. Well, and before this, we're doing the bandages in Skeleton Horde. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
All right. Let's make some room.
Places.
Yeah. I was just letting them dry. That's why I hadn't put them away yet.
Yeah, I think they felt dry.
Oh, they definitely are now. Yeah.
They definitely felt dry.
Okay.
And then you got the one more.
Okay, so this whole entire set, which is this guy's here. This whole entire set, we're just about halfway through, I think, at this point.
What? Maybe even a little further. Maybe even a little further.
Probably.
Because, yeah. Hey, John.
How's it going, John? How did you find us?
It's one of my Facebook friends.
Okay.
These are all on Facebook.
Great. Well, welcome. Is this the
Yeah.
first time you're viewing?
I think he watched us last week, too.
Oh, really? Okay.
He's a contemplative observer.
Okay, a lurker?
A lurker, yes.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to attempt to do this. I think she's a witch. She kind of looks witchy.
Okay. Oh, the ones of the big, the one I'm doing now.
Yeah, the one you're doing now.
Yeah, they definitely do look
she
that
looks
way.
kind of witchy.
Maybe they've got, you haven't really looked at any of the rules at all yet.
I haven't looked at any of the
right?
rules. I've
So
never played the game. I have no idea.
they all have different abilities for all
Right. Exactly.
all these different goblins and orcs. And they're zombified goblins.
They're
and orcs.
all zombified.
Yeah.
Voyeur. Oh, he likes to be called a voyeur.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. Alright.
We'll allow that.
We're just painting away here. And with that contrast paint, we only have to do one coat.
Yes, that is very nice.
Which is what the only way we're able to do this kind of batch painting and get it done in the kind of time frame we're looking at.
Now, did you sent me that Dana Hall stuff? Did you watch it?
Unless we did airbrush, right? Of course. So that's the next step is to figure out the airbrush, right?
Yeah, but I'm not sure that would be faster than
further
this.
down the line. Well, that's true because it's not necessarily a clean paint job. It's
and it's not necessarily speed. I mean, it speeds up some, I guess.
It's like for base coating mainly, right? And
well,
the really large miniatures you actually can completely paint with this airbrush, but
this is true.
Not these. I can't imagine.
You'd be surprised what they do with them.
Yeah, just like having to tape everything off, right?
Yeah, that's not exactly how they're doing it, but.
Well, no, for something this small though, to get all the different colors.
So they're doing like underpainting with the spray, the airbrush, and then they're going back in with the brush.
Yeah,
for the color.
It's a combination, right? Yeah, they just do the grayscale,
and then they're doing a glaze.
Yeah, they glaze everything after that.
They glaze
right.
it. So then it's like an animation with cells.
Yeah.
With the glaze, because you have that underpainting of all the shadows and the highlights already.
Right.
And then you do the glaze, and you have to do several coats of that glaze to get whatever color you want, just like an animation cell. You keep putting the different layers of color on top.
Yeah, that's one way to use it. It's because it's like a combination technique where you have to actually do the brush afterwards.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I kind of am curious to see how that underpainting would work with contrast.
Oh, it would work exactly the same way. I've definitely read people do that.
So I think it would work really
Yeah,
well. You wouldn't have to you wouldn't have to do as much.
Exactly.
You wouldn't take as many.
You could probably even thin it down a little and get even better effect out of it.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. This is something I'm thinking.
No, there's a lot of people that are doing it like that, where they'll spray paint just the grayscale first.
Mm-hmm.
And then they use the contrast as essentially their glaze. And they do, one coat of it, and the whole miniature looks like it's got a nice gradient to it. Not just highlight, shadow, the thing that contrast does.
Right.
It actually does like a gradient. So it's got like a really subtle...
Yeah, because of the underpaint.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is what the purpose of this paint is to begin with, is that your primer is doing half of the work for you. because it's instead of it being bright white, which wouldn't look right necessarily with this type of paint. I mean, it's doable, but you're not necessarily going to get that mid-tone. You're going to get maybe intense highlight, intense shadow, but you might not get so much of the mid-tone because the primer is not neutral enough, basically.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then that's also why they've got the warm and the cool.
Right,
primers.
and they talked about that,
Mhm.
about building up between the warm and the cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually watched a couple of different things and read a few things on it now that I've been
Oh, okay, good.
kind of interested in. And since you started sending me some stuff on it, I've been...
Oh, Dana Howell is what you were going to... I forgot to...
Yeah, Dana... Is it Hall or Howell?
I think it's
You need-
Howell. Yeah, it's like spelled like...
You need to check this gal out. She's
Yeah.
got some fantastic stuff.
Amazing.
And
Like...
she has 3 videos on her YouTube, and she has over
Oh.
12,000 subscribers.
Oh, I didn't know she...
Yeah, that's it. She just has 3
Wow.
videos. That's all she has.
Yeah.
And
Well-
12. So that just tells you how fantastic her videos are.
So what
Yeah.
she does something called a Vaporwave style. So
Vaporwave?
yeah, so if anybody knows about that musical genre, she does it like basically 80s neon.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
basically, I mean, but Vaporwave is a genre of music that is like 80s synth, and it's like remixed or completely new. It's original content, but it's like remixed 80s songs.
Okay.
Essentially, I'm oversimplifying it because of course there's 20 subgenres in that.
Right.
The Vaporwave genre.
Right.
As there is with everything, of course.
Right.
But that's the essential gist of it.
That makes sense. Yeah, her stuff's very popular.
Yeah.
And she follows that Duncan rule, and
Yeah, the 2 thin coats. Yep.
yeah, and 3 colors, the 3-color palette. And
Yeah. Try to do a triad of color.
she underpaints everything.
Mhm. Does she use an airbrush?
She was originally a sketch artist.
Oh, I didn't even read the article as much as you did. So.
And I've watched her videos and yeah.
Oh, she talks about all that stuff.
Yeah, so she was originally a sketch artist, and
So we'd love to have her as
she's
a
coming-
guest.
Yeah, she's coming from basically a world of animation.
Yeah.
And so that's why, to her, when she got into this,
Mhm.
it just seemed logical to underpaint
Right.
and then glaze.
Yeah.
To her, that seemed like the logical way to do it.
Uh-huh.
And, well, yeah, and it just turns out fantastic.
The way it
when she
translated.
does it, yeah.
Does she do zenithal with airbrush, or
Yes.
does she? Oh, she does.
Yeah, and she,
So that
and
is- she does
gives
the
a whole
combo style.
tutorial
Okay.
on it. Yeah.
Okay. We'll have to
Yeah.
definitely try to paint one of those too at
Oh,
some point.
I'm gonna. Believe
Mhm.
me. Yeah.
Well, it's definitely gotten popular more recently because they've also come out with a Turbo Dork has come out with a brand. They're their own brand, and they're based in the U.S. They've come out with color shift paints, right? Color shift metallics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they definitely play up that whole. Like one of them is called 3D glasses, so I mean it's pretty clear that they're going for a retro vibe with their color choices, but
Right.
they have like a bright neon blue metallic that goes into a pink metallic or something, that kind of thing. That kind of effect, or a red and green in the case
And that's
of.
kind of like what she's doing.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
she talks about how she likes to, where she likes to pick from the color wheel,
Mm-hmm.
and how she'll like to just highlight just right next to the color wheel. Put
Yeah.
a highlight right next.
Shift it over a little
Yeah,
bit.
just shift it over just a smidge.
Right, so that way it looks a little bit more unusual.
Right, but then she'll like pick an opposite of the color wheel to.
We got a tweet.
Oh, that's from Stream Elements.
What?
I don't know what that is. That's
Spider.
I don't know what that. Yeah, every once in a while, Stream Elements put something on there and. Never complain about an in real life spider on your desk when you're streaming if your mods have access to your stream.
Oh, it's just a joke.
It's
Okay.
a joke.
I was like, I thought we got warned about something. Like,
No.
whoa, hey. It'd probably be red text, right? Or something, right?
Yeah.
Like, here's your warning.
No, it's a computer trying to make a joke.
Oh. Okay, fair enough. There you go. That explains everything.
Yeah, a computer tries to make a joke. Humans go, huh?
Yeah. Like, that kind of makes sense.
That's exactly what happened.
Like those. Do you remember those sweet hearts, the little hearts for Valentine's Day, and
Yes.
they had one that they had a computer generate different phrases for them.
Oh yes.
Do you remember when that was trending?
Yeah. No. What was trending?
That it was showing that how the computer screws it up. It's like,
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
one. I don't know. It was like, I can't even remember how ridiculous they were. It was like bot love, or like stuff that just didn't make any sense.
All right. Well, I think we have finished the snake bite. Which
Yeah,
I
I was just gonna say.
today.
Actually, is it good for today? Yeah.
I think that is good
Okay.
for today.
So that means we do get homework then.
We definitely have
Okay.
homework. We're gonna
Okay.
have homework of
Well, I'll take this row just like I promised to do before.
Actually, why don't you take this row and this row?
The big guy, all the big guys.
All the big guys.
Okay.
You gotta take all the big guys.
Okay, so we're gonna take. It's gonna be a week break then, right?
It's gonna be more than a week break.
We'll
Are
be
you
back
gonna-
in 2 weeks.
Now, are you gonna come back on the 4th instead of the 6th?
Oh. I don't know. I probably won't be able to, honestly.
Okay.
I think Friday would probably be better of the 2 days.
Okay. All right. So we'll.
Yeah, because my Wednesday is is one of my school days.
So you're not gonna let him out early for your birthday, like you
I
thought?
mean, even if I did, it would be like probably not soon enough to be here by 2-ish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
that's the thing I didn't think about.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So yeah, it's a 2-week break. We'll be back on the 6th
for sure.
for sure.
Yeah,
And
but same time though, so that way
yeah.
I won't mess up the time. Because
Yeah,
if I did the Wednesday, not only would it be a different day, I would mess up on the time
That's true.
too.
That's true. That's true. So yeah, same time. You
Okay.
have Basilica Gray or no?
I do Basilicanum Gray
Is that what you use
and Black
for these?
Templar. I used
Oh, but you use Black Templar.
Black Templar for the hoods. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So I'll take all these
Here's
guys and all these
him.
guys. Yep.
Do you
Okay.
want him too while you have
Yeah,
him?
just for
Okay,
reference.
just so
Why
you have
not?
him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
Thank you for joining us.
yeah, thank you.
And well, I will see you actually on next Friday for our Black Friday special. And
Yeah.
y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. Yeah. If I don't
Yay!
talk to you again. Thanks. Yay!
What?
That's right.
It's supposed to be applause. Hold on. There we go.
Hey, there it
Yeah,
is.
all right.
Yay.
Everybody have a good holiday.
Yeah, happy holidays to everyone. Thanks. Good night.
Bye.